haha, I better not eat that or I'll get diabetes. Hey everyone, it's Diabetic Danica, and today I'm going to talk about diabetes jokes. I have mixed feelings about diabetes jokes. So I like jokes, I like sarcasm, I like to laugh, and I'm interested in diabetes, and I have diabetes. So you would think the two could mesh pretty well, and they do, sometimes. I feel like there's a certain kind of diabetes joke I really appreciate, and there's other kinds that I really don't. So when I was roommates with another diabetic, it was great. We would make diabetes jokes all the time, but they were more about the experience of living with diabetes and less about getting diabetes from sugar, because that's not even true or accurate. So like a stupid diabetes joke that I would appreciate would be like the joke with my roommate that we made up, which was, you can put that in your pump and prime it, or like, I'm gonna have to refill my cartridge halfway through this meal because I'm eating so much food, or something like that, like something stupid about the experience of living with diabetes. And plus, we're both diabetic, so it makes it a lot more comfortable and easy. But when a non-diabetic makes the joke of like, they're eating a big meal or they're eating a lot of dessert and they say, oh, I better not eat this, I might get diabetes, I don't find that funny at all. The number one reason I don't find it funny is it is so overused. It's like the oldest joke in the freaking book, and it's like, can't you think of anything else? People will make this joke around me, and maybe they don't, I think some of the time they don't know I'm diabetic, sometimes they do. And I usually just say, well, that's not how you get diabetes, but okay. But the second reason that I really don't appreciate this joke is obviously the inaccuracy of it. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. You don't get it by eating too much of anything. And type 2 can be lifestyle, not based, but lifestyle can contribute to the diagnosis, but it's not the end-all be-all. You're not going to get diabetes from one big dessert session. It's a mix of genetics, lifestyle, and other factors that they aren't even sure about that cause it. And not all type 2 diabetics even have that lifestyle factor. There are plenty of really athletic and healthy individuals that get type 2. And I honestly don't really get why this joke is still being used. I guess part of me does, because in the past they did think that eating too much sugar caused diabetes. They did think that diabetics couldn't have any sugar. But now we know differently, and it's really sad that people are still making this joke. Every once in a while, though, another diabetic will make this joke sarcastically to me. Like, if I post a picture on Instagram of a dessert, another diabetic might be like, oh, don't eat that, you might get diabetes, but I can tell they're being sarcastic and making fun of the people that really make that joke, if that makes sense. And I've seen, I think it was on Tumblr, somebody posted something kind of cool. I don't remember who it was, I'm sorry, but they were talking about how, why is it okay to make fun of one disease, diabetes, and it's not okay to make fun of another disease. Like, nobody would make fun of cancer or anything like that. Like, diabetes is a chronic illness, it's not curable, and it takes so much time and energy to manage, and people make jokes about it like all the time. Granted, it's usually the exact same joke that I mentioned, I'm gonna eat this and get diabetes, but I just thought that was an interesting point, that it's like one of the only diseases that people make fun of. And that makes it hard for some diabetics. For me, I'm kind of used to it, but for especially some newly diagnosed, it can be really hard for people to be making those kind of jokes and assumptions and assuming that it's your fault you got diabetes and you ate too much sugar and blah, 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 blah. That can be really damaging and hurtful to somebody who's already dealing with a new diagnosis. I know when I was first diagnosed, it drove me crazy that people would think that I ate too much sugar to get diabetes. So anyway, that is kind of my thoughts on diabetes jokes. There are some that I really value and appreciate and love, and there are others, mostly the one I mentioned this whole video, that I just find distasteful. So anyway, what are your thoughts on diabetes jokes? Do you think no jokes at all? Do you think only ones between other diabetics? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you really did like it. Don't you lie to me. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I also saw this joke on Twitter. I forgot who tweeted it also. Wow, I'm bad at remembering who tweeted and posted stuff. But it was really funny. It said, I think the best part about having diabetes is that I don't have to worry about getting diabetes. That killed me. Jokes like that are like spot on.
Bye, please subscribe. Huh, Ampers? Please subscribe to my mommy.
Bye bye. Bye bye. And you can put that in your pump and prime it.